Here is my German car collection. That's my Benz over there, and my wife's BMW 1 Series. It's a 2006. So while this car needs a lot of big work done to it, including the brakes, I thought I would start out with a easier project. Anyways, we'll see how it goes, which is replacing the start-stop button. So here's the eBay part I bought, about $3 US, including shipping. And it's red, so that should add a couple horsepower, which this car definitely needs since it's got a pretty weak 1.6 liter gas engine. And we'll swap out the old black one for this red one. So here's a trim removal tool. These are useful for working on door panels and interior trim parts. I'm guessing I can just pop this out and then disconnect it. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna try to pop this trim piece off. There it goes. Working your way around carefully. It's one side, seems like it's coming loose. There she goes. The wiring. Have to get in there and check out the wiring up close. There's not a lot of length on that wire. Hopefully I can put it back in again. There's the back of the switch. Won't really give you much extra wire here. That's about as far as I can pull it out. And there wasn't even a release mechanism, so hopefully it'll slot back in there just as easily as it came out. Looks like there's some very small tabs. Hopefully I can use a small screwdriver and just work those apart. So that came off. Just a little twisting with the screwdriver released the trim ring from the actual start-stop button. And again, it looks like there's some very small clips that are holding this in, which I think will come off. Is that a problem? I think there's about 4 or 5 around the side. There it is. The new switch button. What's the difference between a switch and a button? I guess a button you push, a switch you turn. There it is. Looks like there's a top which will help you with the orientation. Sweet. Red. The old one was black and was very worn. Okay, there's the hole where the switch came out of and the wiring. Didn't seem to be any clips really holding it in place, as when I pulled on the button the wiring disconnected, and it's not letting me yank much farther on this. Correct. My guess was that removing the AC vents would allow access to the back of the button, and then that way we could reinstall the wiring. It popped off pretty easily, though it made a big noise. The navigation sits on top of here, so we took the navigation off, and then again using the tool we're able to pop it off. So hopefully it goes back in, but we did get the start-stop button in place, so now is the moment. We'll see if it starts. Key in. There we go. So it's start-stop button in, and we'll just put the AC vents back together and job done. Just a little note about this central AC vent. It wasn't so hard to come out, but it was really tight, and putting it back together was a little tricky. So what we did is the bottom first, clip the bottom kind of in where it attaches to the surround dash, and then push the top in. This is an aftermarket thing which goes on pretty easily. But there it is, all back together, and nice red start-stop button in place.